Hey everyone, Blue Shadow RP here, back with another video after 2 weeks or so. I just want to apologize for the lack of uploads, mainly because, well, it's pretty much just all for the same reason, and I might as well just say it again. It's all because of schoolwork, and, basically, if I don't take it seriously at this point in time, then, in the future it's gonna come back to bite me, so it's better to take it seriously now than later. But, I would still be missing out on uploads anyways, but, school is more important. And, yeah, so that's always going to be the first priority. But, anyways, also, today is my third year on YouTube, making it my third anniversary on YouTube, which is pretty amazing. When I started doing this, I thought that I probably wouldn't get as far as I probably have, even though, 3,000, maybe, I think I'm like at 3,000, almost about to reach 3,600, but, at the current subscriber number that I am at now, like, that is still amazing to me, considering the fact that I've made it that far, and, I think it just shows me that I can just, try to make my channel, or grow my channel actually, try to make it, better and all those things. So, yeah, that is a goal of mine, is to try to get, more noticed on YouTube, but, we'll see how it goes. So yeah, that's pretty much just where I've been and stuff like that, and, third year anniversary, that sort of thing. So, why are we here at the desk view, you may ask? Well, I thought I like, my thought process for this video was to make it kind of like a show and tell kind of just to show some things off that I didn't have in the past 3 years before I started YouTube. But yeah, I'm probably not, I changed my mind on that kind of. I'm not going to show off a lot of things, but maybe just a few things. But first thing I do want to talk about is the Nintendo Switch, which was pretty surprising to me, considering that it was called the NX for like a really long time, probably maybe over a year or so, maybe 2 years actually. I kind of lost count. But now it's called the Nintendo Switch, so you might as well just call it the Nintendo NS. But now I'm gonna be calling it the NX and maybe the Switch, like, back and forth kind of. But I'm gonna try to, stay with the Switch as much as possible, since that is the official name now. So, yeah. And pretty much what it is that pretty much you can take whatever game that you're playing on the console and pretty much just take it on the go with you. So pretty much you switch it up in terms of, playing at home and playing on the go, pretty much. So that is awesome. And I think Nintendo was probably like the first gaming company to execute a plan like that. But, about time that we've had something like this, right? And I'm rather excited, and it's set for March 2017, so hopefully it does well. And from the trailer, like, it had, like the controller, it had like two sides. The buttons that were on both two sides, like opposite sides, they came off, and then they went on the side of a tablet form, pretty much. So that's basically how it works. So basically you had the two sides of the controller, they went on either side of the tablet, and then thus that's how it pretty much worked. And then thus you got to pick it up and then take it with you, and thus your gameplay, your screen transfers over to the tablet form, and then thus making it to where you can play on the go. And then thus, yeah, you have that, we saw a headphone jack, we saw something like an SD card slot, which could have been a game card slot actually, so I might want to revise that actually. But yeah, and also you can kind of use the controllers. You can take the controllers off of the tablet and then kind of use them like as a controller and kind of like a remote in some sort of way. So that too is also cool. I think that's pretty much it actually. But we did see some new games. We did see like a possible Splatoon 2, which could be rather exciting, but I'm not gonna say there was actually a Splatoon 2 like this early in the game, pretty much just mainly because I think it's a bit too early, but I did see that the Inklings, they did have different hairstyles. Their weapons kind of looked a bit different, and also in terms of like appearances and like attributes and things like that, it did look quite different, kind of. It's rather noticeable, so it could be Splatoon 2 or not. I'm not sure, but if it is, then yay, we're getting a new Splatoon game, which I love Splatoon, so yeah. And also, next we have possibly, I don't think is going to be a new Mario Kart game, mainly because the game looks exactly the same, but with the addition of King Boo as a playable character and another item slot. But I'm leaning towards that being DLC. Not really a new Mario Kart game, but there could be a new Mario Kart game in the future for this Nintendo Switch. So hopefully, we get something like that in the future, so that'd be awesome. And we also have a new Mario type game as well, which kind of looks almost similar to the mechanics of Super Mario 3D World, almost. So, yeah, or maybe it could possibly be a Super Mario Galaxy 3, but I'm not really too sure on this, Super Mario Galaxy 3 kind of thing. But it would be awesome if we did have that, because they made Galaxy 1 and Galaxy 2 look fantastic, and I would just like to see Super Mario Galaxy 3 top that as much as they could. But yeah, but I think it's too early to try to make a judgment call on that. But it is what it is. It is what they showed us, and we just gotta speculate from what we saw. But also we did see, like, I know like some people mentioned that they saw Skyrim in the trailer. For me personally, I'm not too much of a Skyrim person, more of like a Nintendo person. So it is what I like. So that's what caught my attention, like those 3 games that I mentioned before. So yeah, what else to talk about? Oh yeah, I also do hope that we do get our questions answered based on what we saw in the reveal trailer, just mainly because a lot of people have questions. Number one question I have is the price, and I think maybe $200 to the $400 range is probably the right price for this system. I wouldn't think any higher or less, and I'm hoping it's going to be priced around that. So yeah, and also I do want to get questions on like the games that we saw as well, so that would fall into the question factor. That's pretty much all I really have to say about the Nintendo Switch. It was trending on Twitter and it was trending on YouTube, so that's amazing. Every time that a new console gets revealed, of course it's going to be, trending and all that stuff. So the news is already out there, pretty much. So, yeah, so what I tried to make, like I said before, what I tried to make this video of was trying to, I guess, show off some cool stuff that I've accumulated in the past 3 years that I didn't have before I started YouTube. So, yeah, and I only brought like 2 items with me, but it's worth it. It's better than nothing. So yeah, the first thing that I'm gonna show off for this so-called show and tell that I've set up here, the first thing I'm gonna show off is this Sailor Moon lanyard. Now, if you remember, like in July, when I had that about a week of a vacation, you would know that, well, yeah, I did go on vacation, but I also picked this up while I was on vacation. Now, I'm not really going to reveal where I went, but I am going to say this, that where I went, they had a Tokyo store, and they had this Sailor Moon lanyard. They also had drinks, they also had books, they had, well, I wouldn't really say books, but I think manga is a better term. They had manga, they had pillows, they had drinks, I already mentioned that. They had t-shirts, they had kind of like kitchen utensils, they had school supplies, they had DVDs, lots of Japanese related stuff. And they also had lanyards as well. So this lanyard kind of caught my eye mainly because there was only one left, and I guess mainly the color, I guess. To be honest, I haven't really watched Sailor Moon before. I just picked it up because, you know, it looked kind of cool and stuff. And also, I can't really make this out yet, but I do know that's katakana. It should be, since mostly everything is written in katakana rather than hiragana in Japanese written language. But so I just picked this up because it looks pretty cool. I'm actually wearing this every day that I go to school, actually, because, you know, why not, right? But it also has this hook here, which you can pretty much just put anything you want. You can put even a flash drive on here if you wanted to, which is really nice. But I don't really do that because I'd rather just have my flash drive elsewhere. But yeah, so this is pretty cool for something to pick up. And also it does kind of, you know, remind me of, you know, anime and stuff like that, because since like I think like April of 2016, I've kind of got into anime. So yeah, at least I have something to look forward to, you know, in school and stuff like that, and also at home and things like that. So yep, anime is pretty cool. So there's that. And next, I also have something quite different. Is the Your Lie in April manga. Now this is actually #1, and this is actually the English version of the manga. It's written by Kodansha Comics, or I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but Kodansha Comics. And it's like, I wish I could, you know, try to move the camera, but actually my camera is standing on a pencil sharpener right now, so that's how my camera is so focused, but I'm not able to move it around and stuff. But I'm at least gonna try to put it as close as I can. But you know, it's all about Kosei Arima, which is like piano player. Well, I would say he's a former piano player. You know, yeah, his mother died, which is kind of sad actually, kind of changing his life, as well as his, you know, piano interest in piano playing. Yeah, abandoned piano, monotonous, colorless world. Having resigned himself to a bland life, he is surprised when he meets Kaori Miyazono, which I do kind of have trouble pronouncing that name sometimes, but a violinist with an unorthodox style. Can she bring Kosei back to music and back to life? So, I did actually watch the anime before I watched the manga, mainly because after I watched Your Lie in April, I knew about manga after that. Well, I kind of discovered manga after that. So basically, manga is basically the book version of an anime with some changes, maybe minor changes actually. Things like that. But the thing about manga, though, that got me was that you actually read it from right to left. So there's all like the artwork and things like that, instead of like a traditional book where you just read from left to right. But you know, it's a nice change up, I guess. And also the cover is like this, where like, you know, the spine is like that, and usually you would find the cover right here, but nope, you find like the summary and, you know, quotes from kind of like anime companies. But you know, you have the cover right here. I also own the other 7 manga, plus this one, so that makes for a total of 8 manga for Your Lie in April. So I do also have those, but I'm just showing off this one because I feel it's just appropriate to show off the first one. But yeah, so Your Lie in April as an anime, I did enjoy it. Like towards the end though, that's when it got kind of serious, and you know, I guess Kosei just kind of had to face his fear of, you know, the piano and stuff, and actually, you know, have the will to play, you know, because I'm not gonna really spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it, but you should go watch it for yourself. I think I actually watched it on Netflix, so yeah, believe it or not, they actually do have it on Netflix, so that's where I watched it. So yeah, but you know, basically this summary right here pretty much just sums it up. So yeah, So that's all I'm gonna say about Your Lie in April, pretty much. So yeah, so hopefully my interest for, anime continues on, which I think most likely it will. I don't think I'll ever abandon anime because, I think it kind of brought some positivity into my life concerning the fact that I have, schoolwork and, things like that. And that can really lead to stressful situations and, I don't really want that, in my life. So I think anime is going to help tremendously with trying to cope with that kind of thing. And I can get back into more of a positive state because I'm not really, I try not to be, negative and things like that because kind of seriously, who wants to be like that? But yeah, I mean, my advice to anybody who's feeling negative or sad or anything like that, just find something you like to do, like your favorite activity, and just, stick with it, It'll probably make you feel better like it made me feel better. So, but anyways, those were the two items that I just wanted to show off, and talk about kind of. So, I know this video is kind of like random, but I really didn't really have a set direction for this video to go through, so this is what I did. So yeah, but hope you guys enjoyed nonetheless. And I just want to thank anybody who has watched this far into the video. It means a lot to me. Also, I did not forget about certain video projects like Papa's Burgery to Go and Slider Scouts. I will try to. I will do my best. That's all I'm gonna say from now on, is that I'm gonna do my best to get videos out of whatever game that I'm playing. I'm not really gonna say like, this video will be uploaded on this day or whenever, because I think at this point in time, most likely I won't go by my word because I know like there's gonna be things in the way and stuff. Like not everything goes according to plan. So I'm just gonna say I'm gonna do my best to try to get videos out whenever I can, and when they get uploaded, they get uploaded. So yeah, so I just want to thank you guys for being understandful. I've still been gaining subscribers though, even though that I'm inactive. So I just want to thank all the new people that subscribed, and hopefully my channel can move forward in the right direction, and I guess I can just be better and make this actually something I want to do in my life. So I just want to thank you guys so much for that. So yeah, so I think that's it for the video. So if you guys enjoyed, please leave a like down below. It helps me out tremendously, and I will see you guys again soon in the next one. So with that, have a wonderful day, and goodbye.